Thanks for listening to our random show. You could have been doing something totally different, but you chose to give us a shot. Schmoozing with our guests and some current events. We will review film and TV, music and comedy, and everything in between. Fuck!
Hey,
It didn't really work out. Okay.
What's up?
How's it going?
But it's going great. So, welcome to the Real Idiots podcast, episode 2. I'm Tyler.
I'm Jesse.
And we got 2 lovely special guests with us.
I'm Nancy Camm.
And I'm Leah Jay.
Yeah.
It's great to have you guys. Thanks for being on.
Thanks for having us.
I'm excited. You guys are the first guest.
That's exciting.
What an honor for you guys.
I feel pretty good.
Yeah.
I still feel kind of poor in life, but I feel good.
I'm glad to hear it. Mm-hmm. Well, just to give you a little preview, a little background, Nancy and Leah are both stand-up comedians locally and globally, maybe.
One day. One day.
Yeah, so they're stand-up comedians. Why don't you tell us a little bit about each other? You talk about her, and then... I don't know, it's really awkward. We got her in the background.
All right. Well, so this is Nancy, and I'll tell you some about Leah Jay. She is from South Florida. She has lived in many places, including Chicago, Colorado, but she lives here now permanently. She started comedy, I'd say about 3 years ago. Mm-hmm. About 3 years ago. She had always been like a writer, and has a really dark past. And so she was like, well, I'm going to channel that and make it really awesome. And now she does stand up all over South Florida and ruins my life whenever she gets the chance to. Just kidding. She's cool. She's fine.
Nice. So, why don't you tell us about Nancy, Leah?
This is going to make me look like a shitty friend because Nancy just broke it down for you. Okay. So Nancy is very funny. She's been doing comedy for, I believe, 3 to 4 years.
Yeah.
And I think that her roots are with UCB improv.
I started there doing improv, yeah.
Yeah, she started doing improv. She drugged me to an improv show, so that's funny. Yes, Nancy and I have actually traveled together a bunch. We did comedy in New York together. She's hilarious, very funny, one of my closest friends.
That's awesome.
You were supposed to say best friend.
Okay.
Can you say best friend?
She's my best friend.
That's not convincing.
A best friend on Facebook or best friend?
I mean, we were best friends until she took me to the hood in New Orleans.
Which time? Okay.
In New Orleans, and now we're mediocre friends at best.
So what were you guys doing in New Orleans?
I feel like she's not joking. So we decided to go for my 25th birthday. Our Airbnb was described as a charming, little quaint, it looks very happy. It had blue doors. We're like, oh yeah, we're definitely going to stay there. We pull up, and the Uber driver was like, oh, this is where your Airbnb is? And we're just so dumb. We're like, yeah. He's like, yeah, don't go outside at night. And then it just progressively got worse. Leah, you can add to that.
He told us, whenever you go and get picked up by Ubers, make sure you stay inside of the house. There was people playing dice next door outside.
It's always a good sign.
Yeah, it's always a welcome home. The toothpaste was locked up at CVS when I went, and that's hey guys, watch out, the toothpaste is locked up.
Right on. Well, what were you guys doing in New Orleans? Why were you in the hood?
Oh, well, we were just staying at an Airbnb, but just to party and hang out. Our first sign when we got into the house was there was roaches, and Leah went into her bed and saw crumbs and hair. But we were like, okay, maybe we can stay here for the night. So we went out, and we woke up in the morning to roosters crowing. Because why wouldn't we? Because we are now in a ludicrous music video. And we decided we had to get the fuck out of there. Mm-hmm. So that was not fun. That's how I spent my birthday, booking a hotel.
Right on.
To be fair, that's not how you spent your birthday. You spent your birthday having a great time.
Okay, don't. We won't go into detail.
We don't want to hear about the fun shit.
No.
Okay.
So tell us a little bit about the stand-up comedy game. When did you guys get into stand-up?
So I started off doing improv, but then I hit a couple open mics in New York because I was staying there for a little bit, and I came back to Florida, and I was like, I really like it. Improv wasn't for me though. Have y'all ever done it? Or?
No, not per.
Not live.
yeah.
I mean,
What?
no,
So
I
you
mean,
played charades.
Well, no, a lot of our comedy videos are completely improv, especially the
Okay.
earlier shit.
Yeah.
But not nearly as nerve wracking of what you guys are doing for sure.
Yeah. Yeah, improv is a little strange. But so anyway, so I did some open mics and I really just started and I liked writing, so that's kind of why I geared more towards stand up. Leah, do you want to tell them about the improv class that I made you go to recently?
She thinks that this is hilarious, but it was the worst.
But spare some details.
Okay. Nancy drugged me to an improv class. Nancy has a tendency to drag me to things, so she drugged me to this improv class. And when I get up there, Nancy and I are by far the youngest people.
It was us and like 6 people who were very much in their 70s.
And they
us.
were kind of like doing it to get away from their significant others. And then there was Nancy.
So were
and
we,
I.
technically. I mean, okay.
There's Nancy and I, and Nancy's making jokes about her depression that nobody's laughing
Nobody's
at.
laughing.
So it was very strange. It was a very strange introduction, and it was an interesting evening.
Nice. Very cool.
And then we had to do like exercises in the beginning where it was like 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. But like I lost balance and then I fell on Leah.
Yep, that was
And
fun.
then it was just progressively worse from there. There was a man who in a scene, I'm just gonna say, in a scene, he was like in the back, so he wasn't really in the scene. He was just voluntarily like eating.
Yeah, he took
Like
it
fake
upon
that was
himself.
his motion.
Just like fake eating.
Okay.
But like the scene had nothing to do with eating. He wasn't even in the scene. He was like in the back. He just kept fake eating. And Leah was like, hey, he's fake eating. Why is this guy fake eating?
That would be my move for sure.
Just fake eat in the back.
I did
Something
not like
completely
it.
awkward.
Good times.
When you were studying at, it was the Upright Citizen Brigade Theater.
yeah.
Was that in New York?
Yes, it was.
How'd you get involved in that?
So, I mean, for the longest time, I knew I had wanted to go into comedy, but I didn't know, where I should start. So I was like, you know what? All my favorite comedians have gone to UCB.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe I can get in, and miraculously I did. So I left South Florida for 4 months. I stayed with my brother in his studio apartment in Harlem. I shared a bed with my grown brother. It was weird because it was around the time that
Did
live.
you guys sleep ass to mouth, or what kind of configuration were you guys sleeping in?
Yeah, asked him out. Yeah, so he would be this way and I'd be the other way. Yes.
Right.
But he would like wake me up in the middle of the night. He'd be like, Nancy, wake up. What do you want? That motherfucker that killed the lion, I'll fucking rip his fucking teeth out. I'm like, what are you talking about? He's like, that dentist that killed the lion. I can't get over it. I'm so fucking pissed.
Was he sleep talking?
No, he just
was he
woke me up.
improvising?
No, he was just really upset about this lion dying. I mean, I was too, but I was sleeping. So I don't recommend sharing a bed with a grown sibling. He would also bang prostitutes when I was at work.
In bed with him?
Yeah.
No. While I was at work, but I know he didn't change the sheets. Because like when you smell it?
And you're like, that's a prostitute.
Dudes really don't change the sheets ever.
Okay.
Just so you know.
So I was doing some improv. It was fun, but it wasn't where my passion was. And then I found the open mics. I was like, all right, I like it. But my comedy has definitely progressed. I think at first I was very like shy to come out, So I would just do like the mundane stuff, like dating's hard. Like I ain't never dated nobody. The fuck? Like I'm a fuck. Come on, man. No, I didn't get my first kiss till I was like 24. But I don't know. I was like, yeah, like boys are crazy. But now it's just like, yeah, I was breastfed till I was 12.
Nice.
You're more honest and more real. I think as time goes on, unfortunately.
Well,
That's awesome.
why don't we check out a little bit of your stand-up so
Okay,
the audience
yeah.
can kind of get a feel. All right, here's
How
Nancy.
come every time I go out in public, I get arrested? Thank you, but really, every time I drive my car, it's impossible for me to even drive my car.
She's really good.
You've heard of bad drivers? I'm the worst driver ever. One time I saw a red light, and instead of stopping, I went right through the red light. I know, I'm crazy. You know when you're going to the supermarket? Has anyone here ever been to the supermarket?
This must be really nervous.
Well, I'm not allowed
to
to
hear
the
yourself.
supermarket anymore
Yeah.
because I keep taking
Extremely.
off my shirt and yelling at everybody.
Oh, I just hate my voice.
So I tried to grow a beard recently. They were gonna fire me from my job for growing a beard that smelled so bad. I know, and I said, listen, you're gonna fire me for that. You can just take the paycheck that you were gonna pay me with anyway and shove it right up your fucking ass.
All right,
Every time
all
somebody
right.
tells me
Okay.
that I
That's
should
not
trust the
Nancy.
government, I say,
Yeah, a
fuck
little bit.
you.
I thought she was gonna fucking hit me.
No, I'm so confused.
Just because Leah doesn't have headphones, she has no idea what the fuck is going
No,
on.
I don't know what's happening.
Oh, Jesus.
We played. Jesse did a quick little stand-up bit that wasn't funny at all. Right before you guys. That's what I was doing.
You were just gonna let him play it?
She was trying to not like hold back, but
She's like, I don't know what to do right now.
this is Nancy for real, y'all.
Maybe up front, I'm not the most sexually adventurous person. I'm pretty boring in bed. If it were up to me, I would wear 2 cardigans while I'm getting fucked. But one thing I really like is when the guy puts like an apple in my mouth and pretends that I'm the Cuban Christmas pig. But we can never seem to compromise on burying me in the dirt for 12 hours afterwards. That's a little too much.
So where the fuck do you get your material from?
I'm sorry, Mom, for that, if you're listening. It just
funny.
comes from all over. I'm a very neurotic person. So something that could just happen to an average person, for me, I think about it, it fucking simmers in my brain. Like, God, what is wrong with that person? Well, I also tend to get embarrassed for other people.
Me too.
Yeah, right? It's like, God,
I feel
what?
super bad for everybody.
For
that's,
everyone.
like,
God, you're disgusting.
disadvantaged in a situation, and it's just like, it
Or just they do
overwhelms
something
me.
really stupid. I like, oh, my body itches for them.
Yeah.
Me, not so much, because I think I'm pretty wonderful. But yeah, so I feel like that's kind of where it stemmed off from. I also have these weird anger issues.
I don't
That's
want
cool.
to see that. I kind of saw it when we started playing your stand-up, as if it was her. She was looking at me like, what the fuck?
It's okay. We're all. You got it.
Should we check out a little bit of Leah real quick?
Yeah.
Yes.
All right.
I was taking this little BuzzFeed quiz before I came up here. It was called, Which Disney Princess Are You? Turns out I'm Anna Nicole Smith. When she was fat and strung out on pills.
Nice. So are you? Would you say kind of you're a big fan of like surprise humor? Like you
Yeah.
lead like an audience a certain way and then just fucking flip it on them?
Yeah, I do like doing that. I do. I have more of like a dark sense of humor, and I like to channel a lot of like my insecurities or my depression or whatever I'm going through into jokes and try to, I don't know, surprise the audience.
I dig it. It's good shit.
Yeah,
You both are very funny.
I
For
love
sure.
it. Yeah, you guys are awesome.
Hell yeah. So
Do you guys like us?
We'll see. Are we getting paid? Are we getting paid for this?
no.
And you said there was gonna be food. So
There's pizza.
Man.
You guys want to eat on the mic and fucking ruin my life? Because that is the. I have a.
You don't wanna hear-
It's the word like wet gums and lip smacking is like my
Oh,
fucking.
dude, my
biggest...
grandpa never had teeth, and he would always eat bananas, and that it does something. It does something. Like,
You know what it is? My girlfriend did some research because I'm like really neurotic about that. Like to the point where I have to eat in the living room, she eats in the dining room.
oh, okay, yeah, now you're
Like
just being
that.
an asshole, right?
Right. But apparently, there was a study done about people who like really let that affect them, and
Yeah.
it says artistic geniuses let them affect that. So I'll take that.
I
Yeah,
will take
let's
that
go
too. Leah, do you get annoyed with that? When you hear someone chewing?
No, but I get annoyed when I hear people like scraping the plates with their silverware.
Oh god.
Oh, I hate when I hear fat people breathing.
get every last bite from.
No, I mean, I had to go to like a weight loss seminar, but like, all right, do you guys ever like watch Jerry Springer and you see like African American people that hate like black people or like white people that like hate white people?
Yeah.
I hate fat people. Oh my god, imagine being in a room and then they're like, what are you doing? Breathe into your hand. So
breathing
it was
really
really
gets
hard
you.
making friends growing up. So
Yeah. What were you like as a kid?
Leah, you want to answer that?
So you guys know each other since.
No, but I've known her as an adult, so I could definitely imagine how annoying she was as a child.
Bitch, I meant talk about yourself as a kid.
Oh,
asshole.
I was always in trouble.
Really?
Yes, I was not. It depends. What age are we talking about?
Let's do elementary school.
Elementary school, I was very, I like to perform. I like to be out in the spotlight and open and have everyone watching me. And then middle school was rough, took a turn, got in trouble a lot.
Yeah.
For like what?
I just talked back. I always had it, like, the same personality I have now was just like on a 12-year-old.
Trash.
So I was constantly questioning authority. Why do I have to do this? Why do I have to do that? What's the reason behind this? And yeah, it got me into trouble, but I don't regret it.
What? Okay. You should.
I don't.
Wow, I was the total opposite. Elementary school, I was a chubby little narc. I don't give a fuck. If I see that you're trying to steal at the book fair, I'm gonna tell on you. If I see that, you're like writing notes or something, I'm gonna fucking tell on you. I was always the teacher's pet, but whatever, I don't give a flying fuck.
Hey, there was always one or two of you guys. We needed you to keep us in check.
Yeah, and then middle school came and I
was
went
on
through
your level.
This identity crisis where... So I'm Asian, very. I went through this identity crisis where I thought I was like a Hispanic woman, and
I think everybody in South Florida.
Yeah, that was like a big thing.
I went through that phase too.
I was just like, no, I'm definitely Puerto Rican, like definitely.
Yeah.
And so, tight Brazilian pants, they don't really look good on a chubby 12-year-old, but that's okay. That's all right. That phase is long gone. And then high school came. And I was still, like, pretty, like, a good kid, like, SGA and stuff, but, I guess I made a couple friends. But, yeah, no, I never talked back to teachers. No, I wasn't a piece of shit. And I respect public education, so.
Right on. What about you, Jesse? How were you when you were a kid?
Oh, God, that was weird. I'm shy and,
Horny.
Horny.
Wow.
Well, I got, like...
What? You were horny as a kid?
I guess so.
I've never been horny my entire life.
It's true. It's true.
I don't know. I was quiet like I am now. Are
That's
you guys
great for a podcast?
Did you guys move? Like, are you from Florida?
Yeah, I'm from Florida.
You guys are both from Florida?
I am. I'm from Florida also. Yeah.
I'm not. So I moved around. I'm from South Dakota originally.
Okay.
Ohio.
That explains a lot.
New Jersey.
Yeah.
Did you ever get involved with any weird religions?
No. But, like...
No fun.
When I was, like, a kid, I got, like, scared that I was going to go to hell from, like, Christians and stuff. Catholic neighbors
Aren't
told
you
me I was going to go
Jewish?
to... Yeah.
Okay.
That's probably
Well, that's why you're going to hell.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's why I'm going to hell.
No, that's okay. That's weird. So Catholic neighbors would just come up to you and say you're going to hell?
Well, my neighbors were my babysitters.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, they were like these old people. I guess like if it's weird. It's weird to think that they're probably dead now because they were.
They're definitely in hell.
Well, they were so old. We called them Grandma and
Can we
Grandpa.
pull up a picture of them?
I don't. Dude. Maybe
we'll just put a couple of piece of shit looking people in the background.
Okay.
That's them.
That's them. You're the only one not looking back, Nancy.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Whatever.
Moving on.
That's cool. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I was definitely a troublemaker myself.
Really?
I was the class clown. Like, not just elementary school, like elementary school till I left high school type shit. And that definitely didn't help with getting laid. Because I was too busy trying to make people laugh instead of taking advantage of all the hot poon.
Hot poon.
Instead of trying to get laid.
These girls are underage, by the way, and he's reminiscing on them with like a glisten in his eye.
That's true.
Just letting you guys know.
Well, we both were underage. But yeah,
but you're like still reminiscing on it.
Yeah.
Okay, but you have to like edit them in your mind till.
Yeah, we won't say names, but I went to a Catholic middle school, Catholic high school for a year and a half, and then I got kicked out.
For what?
Being a piece of shit.
Huh.
Yeah.
What was the most obnoxious thing you ever did in class?
Okay, so this is kind of a weird story, but we had this really touchy piece of shit teacher in 6th grade. I won't say his name, but
why? He's not listening.
Well, just
say his name.
Mr.
Oh my god.
Myself and my buddy Eddie, who I used to get in all the trouble with, we devised a plan. Oh, that sounds way better. Thank you for that. We devised a plan to get him fired, and we were fed up. So our plan was.
Did he touch the boys and the girls?
No, he was just like super aggressive. Like I remember him slamming me into the lockers.
Jesus, oh god.
Throwing a basketball in my face.
Oh, I thought
and
he was like
shit.
rubbing your shoulders. Oh, he was beating the shit out of you.
No, he was hitting us and shit. And so now all we needed was evidence, you know. So my buddy Eddie had a Polaroid camera, and what the plan was, Eddie was gonna go up to the front of the class and during like when the classes were changing and he's a little more loose and go, "Hey, Mr. high five." And right when he puts up his hands, go like this. So we got a picture.
You guys are pieces of shit.
We took a snapshot of him looking like he's gonna hit Eddie, but he's just trying to give him a high five. Oh, oops! I didn't realize I was still connected to my phone.
This was Catholic school?
This is Catholic school.
That's why you guys didn't tell on him. Jesus would get
But
mad.
we were a fucking like definitely like a rogue class of crazy people. I mean, the people in our class, like we had a couple girls that put X-Lax and Mr. coffee, and he shit himself in
Who's
the class.
Mr. Why didn't you hesitate to say his name?
Mr.
The guy who got X-Laxed.
Because I didn't do it. Let's get away from
Public
that.
school was not that wild.
I went to public
No.
school too. I mean, I got kicked out of. That was my last year, my halfway through sophomore year, and then I went to Coral Springs High and got kicked out of there, and then I graduated where Jesse went to school at Cypress Bay.
You went to Western?
No, my brother did.
Oh, your brother did.
He was
okay.
the first class for Cypress Bay when they opened, so he did 1 year at Western. Yeah. Shout out to Ryan. We love you.
How's it going?
So, if you could get rid of one comedian in the world, who would it be and
Oh
why?
god. Leah, do you want to answer this? So, oh
Wait,
god.
is it like a national? You mean national?
Like, who
comics?
can you not stand? And if
There's
you
a
had the
lot of
power to be
people.
like, you're not a comedian anymore.
You know, I think being a female comedian is tough. It's a very male-dominated thing, so it's definitely a boys' club, and so to kind of make your mark, especially as a woman, especially in the scene down here, can be a little bit disheartening. But you know, there's a few that kind of come to mind where I'm just like, God, you are the worst. But you know,
Not
mean,
anybody local. Somebody.
Oh, okay, so somebody.
We're not gonna call somebody out locally.
No, do it locally.
No. I mean, it's definitely, it can be hard sometimes. So, like, nationally, like a comedian who I'm just like, wow, you know what? I gotta just say, like, all these, like, YouTube people, I think that they're very snarky. I think that they're super obnoxious, and kids watch that, and then they just, like, I don't know.
What, like Jake Paul?
Yeah, they're so, like, awful, but, like, kids really look up to them. And, you know, when I was a kid, I watched King of Queens, which is why I'm so goddamn hilarious and wonderful now.
The worst.
But, you know, I don't know, kids don't have that now. I feel like they just look up to these people that are just very snarky, and they pick up on that, and I don't like that. Ban Vine comedians, please.
I hate.
Vine still is Vine.
Well, they're on YouTube and Instagram.
Okay, go ahead, Leah.
I would say Larry the Cable Guy.
Yes.
I think that,
What?
I think that he
Enough
should not
said.
be a comic. What do
He
you
should
mean?
not be a person.
He should,
Is he a comic?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I thought he
he's
was
a-
just the
he's
talking
huge.
car.
Oh, he's a
He
huge-
sells out stadiums of rednecks.
Yeah,
Oh,
he's
God.
a comedian. And then you look at people like that are so talented, like Larry David, another
Right.
Larry. Let's go with Larry David. So talented, and you're like, how are both of these people in the same ballpark? Yeah, it just doesn't make sense to me. I don't. Larry the Cable Guy, I'd get rid of him.
You know he's not even a redneck. He's from Northern California. That's just a persona he
Well,
puts
yeah,
on.
he looks like Guy
God,
Fieri.
I hate him even
Even
more
worse,
now.
right?
Yeah, I hate him even more now.
He's probably the same guy.
He's probably the same.
He's probably the same guy, Fieri.
You know who I like though?
Fieri.
I like that chick
Beefaroni.
now. Beefaroni. I like Tiffany Haddish.
Mm-hmm.
She's
The
very
Arab
funny.
woman?
We were talking about
Haddish?
people that we don't like, all right? Don't switch gears on us without giving us fair warning.
Yeah.
God damn it.
I didn't ask you who your inspirations were.
Well, I didn't say she was inspirational. I said she was funny, and Girl Trip is very funny. Go see it.
Okay. What about you, Jesse?
What comedian would I get rid of?
Yeah, you don't have to be so close to the mic either.
Oh, sorry.
As he stays the same length
yeah,
from the mic.
did not change anything.
Leah. No, I'm just kidding.
Wow, what? That was kind of...
She can't hear
Why am I
us
getting
over there.
attacked?
Yeah, I thought she didn't
I
have
could literally
headphones.
still hear you. Why am I getting attacked?
I don't know. Probably Larry the Cable Guy or
Damn, double down on that guy.
Pauly Shore.
Yeah.
Pauly Shore doesn't do. Does he?
Yeah, I don't think he does
Yeah, he
comedy.
does.
Oh,
Yes,
yes, he,
he does
does.
stand up.
Yeah, he does. He was.
I
In
thought
South
he was a
Florida.
DJ.
That's the guy from Jersey Shore. That's DJ Pauly D.
It's not the same person?
No,
No.
Pauly Shore is someone else.
All right.
Okay. So those are not the same people. There's someone that just came into my mind. Oh, the dude with the puppets.
Oh,
probably-
Jeff Dunham.
Yeah, you
Dunham.
probably like him. That
I
seems
don't
like
like
your type
you.
of humor.
Hell
What?
no.
I don't know.
Why would that be my type of humor?
You know white people be like.
Oh
White
my
people
God.
love him.
White people, but I have like flavor. Was that too much?
Yeah, it was.
Okay. No, he's
God.
fucking a terrible comedian, and yes, I would ban him. I would ban him and Carlos Mencia.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah. I
yeah,
hate Carlos Mencia.
yeah.
Garbage.
hate
Jeff
him.
Foxworthy,
Yeah.
you know?
I like the newer people. They're pretty funny.
Is that a group?
Oh, another comedian I really want to ban is Tyler.
Yeah.
No, like I like John Mulaney a lot.
He's
Love
funny.
John Mulaney.
I like Tiffany Haddish. Can we get confirmation on how to say her name?
No.
Okay. That's cool.
Who is she?
She was in Girls Trip. She just hosted SNL.
I feel like Girls Trip is paying you. You probably
Oh.
plugged them like 16
I did.
times.
No, I recently saw it. It was funny. That's why I'm plugging.
Is that with Queen Latifah?
Yes, it is with Queen. I love Queen Latifah.
Is she a comedian? She's a comedian,
I don't know what that means, but I like it.
right?
Comedian.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
Yeah, she's a comedian.
Okay.
No, I guess you shouldn't say comedian. It's gender neutral. We want to be called comedians, not comedians.
Yeah, I never got that. Does anybody go by that?
Queen Latifah does.
Yeah, apparently Queen Latifah does. When she used to wear her dashiki during the, what was that? UNITY phase. Mm-hmm. You don't know about that. You're too young for that.
I do.
but-
No, you know about hip-hop Queen Latifah.
Okay.
I think I'm a little old. How old are you?
24.
Oh my God.
I'm definitely older than you.
But
Just
that's
kidding,
okay. We
16.
can pretend.
Okay. Yes.
All right.
Yeah.
That's good to know. You would, there's a lot of hatred for Larry the Cable Guy in this room. And
I don't
hate
hate it.
him.
I
Then you're not watching him enough.
Yeah, no, I don't really know. I'm not familiar.
You didn't know he was a comic. You thought he was a talking car. That's why you don't hate him.
Yeah, that's true. I'm not familiar with him.
He's a cable guy.
Okay, well.
Yes. So what do you guys remember, like when I say your first time grabbing the mic and doing stand-up, what do you remember? What's the first thing you think of?
Leah, take it away.
That I had my phone in my hand and I was like reading jokes off. It was at an open mic. I was reading jokes off because I have like no memory skills. I burnt my brain cells smoking pot. So I was like, could not for the life of me remember, but I remember people laughing and I was surprised that people laughed. And then I just remember like the high I got, like the natural, like, yes, I love this. I like doing this.
Were you also high?
No, but I was a little drunk. But that's normal. That's my normal like operating level. Is I'm normally a little
A
drunk.
buzz.
Yeah.
Me
yeah,
too.
Yeah.
Every day of the week.
Oh, that's kind of sad.
I'm kidding.
I
not.
did not prepare anything. I was like, I'm just gonna go up there and talk, and maybe someone will find me funny. And I only had 3 minutes. It was at an all-ladies open mic, too, so that kind of took the pressure off that, you two assholes weren't in the audience
Right.
calling us comedians or saying, they're kind of funny, huh? Yeah, so I just did this, like, really, just, like, kind of dumb joke, like, oh, like, when you wake up in the morning and you're ugly and then you put on makeup. I don't know. And a couple days later, I'm watching Inside Amy Schumer, and she did the exact same joke. I was like, oh, I stole her joke and did it at an open mic. I guess I had seen the episode and maybe it was in my head, or could have been like, I really don't know. I definitely stole her joke.
It definitely happens subconsciously.
It does, right? That's why they say for comedians to not watch stand-up specials. Because it's in your head, but you forget about it.
Cool. Jesse, you have anything to add?
Did you do the comedy before, like, you started improvisation? Like,
Nope.
Or-
Did improv first, realized it was not for me. I can't pretend that I'm playing basketball on the moon with your mom. It's too much. So I took a couple improv classes, and then I started doing open mics, and that kind of led me more into stand-up.
that's cool.
Yeah.
So what did you want to do with like improvisation?
Can we not talk about what I want for the future? Because that makes me uncomfortable.
Yeah. For
Okay.
Sure.
Let's talk about our fucked up childhoods. Just kidding.
Your fucked up tits?
Childhood. I mean, yes, they are kind of messed up.
I wasn't listening.
Okay. Childhood, I said.
What?
What? Womp womp womp.
So, yeah. What were we talking about?
I don't know. Does anyone want to talk about their most embarrassing moment?
Yeah, what was the most, like, how about that? What was the most undignified thing you did, like, in the name of comedy have ever done?
Oh, in the name of comedy?
To get a laugh.
I've definitely put myself in very weird situations just to kind of have stories for it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to think what's oh god. I mean, I've gone on really bad dates just for like a story.
No.
Yes, I have.
That's a good idea. That is a good idea.
It's true, and it happened.
And if you can get a little at the end, bonus. You know what I mean?
No, I didn't. I ended up running away from him. So I'll just give you the gist. I mean, I thought it was kind of weird. So we had a phone call first. It was definitely an online thing, of course. So, you know, so when he showed up, he was like 200 pounds heavier, which, you know, I don't mind, but like, don't lie about it. You know what I'm saying? Like, but I was like, okay, maybe he'll be like normal. He just kept saying how pretty I was and how much I reminded him of Monica Lewinsky.
Oh, wow.
Which is not a compliment.
I like that
Very
a lot.
obscure.
It's not a very good compliment. I don't want to be reminded of someone that took down President Clinton. But, yeah, and then
I think she got him up, actually.
We have a rule here. No
Bomb, bomb, bomb.
we have a no politics rule here.
Oh, yes, no.
Just so
no.
you know.
Okay, got it.
Okay.
What about religion? Just kidding. I don't give a shit. No, so, okay, so anyways, and so we, like, had this really weird dinner. It was, like, really fancy, and he was pretty big, and I'm like, okay, what are you gonna get? He's like, probably just, like, a salad. I'm like, okay. I was like, well, I'm gonna get the duck. So I get the duck. He gets the salad. He proceeds to eat half of my duck. And then he's like texting me from across the table like, you're so pretty, I want to cuddle.
What?
I'm gonna get murdered. I'm gonna get murdered. I'm gonna get murdered. I'm gonna get murdered.
He's like, what do you think of this picture I just took of you?
Like, what? So he had booked us movie tickets for like this like really nice movie theater called the iPic, where you can like get the reclining seats, but the tickets were not until 11:55 p.m. He had scheduled dinner at 6:30 p.m. and I did not know that the movie tickets were for so later. So we finish up eating, and now we have all this free time, and I'm like, so what do you want to do? He's like, let's just like go to Starbucks across the street. We go to Starbucks. He then keeps texting me on my phone, you're so pretty, I really want to cuddle. I'm thinking I have to run away from him. And he was drinking a lot. So we get to the movie, we like sit down. I'm like, oh, I have to go to the bathroom, and I just ran out. And then I get a bunch of text messages calling me a bitch. But that's okay. I didn't get murdered that night, but that was fun.
Almost got murdered.
I almost got murdered, but I didn't.
That was a close call.
Why was he texting you?
Do you think I know? You think I was in his mind? Like, hey, please be creepy and weird. I guess he had never dated a Monica Lewinsky before.
Is that what he was looking for?
I don't fucking know what he was
Probably a
looking for.
fetish.
Okay, can we please move on? Leah, what's the most embarrassing thing you've ever done for comedy?
Undignified.
Oh, undignified.
I mean, I don't know. I definitely have been on some weird fucking dates, but I don't do it in the name of comedy. I just have bad luck.
Can you say what your most like weirdest date was?
God, I feel like every date is like a competition to outdo the weirder one. I attract weirdos. I do. It's probably because I talk about my depression online. I don't know. I don't know why, but I mean, I don't know. On stage, I talk about my parents fucking through a sheet. That's pretty undignified.
Oh my. Like Klan style? Ku Klux Klan style?
Well, it's like Orthodox Jew style, so the
Yes.
complete opposite.
Oh, okay. I still can't picture it, but I
Do you want me to break it down for you?
yes, please.
Okay, so just like for my own parents' sake, they don't actually fuck through sheets.
Yeah, right. Okay.
So there's a rumor that Orthodox Jews fuck through a hole in a sheet. That way they don't have to touch each other or like see each other because that's like too intimate. And so my parents are Orthodox Jews, which is like a surprise to a lot of people. and I talk about them fucking through sheets on stage.
Oh, nice. And have they ever heard your work?
Yeah, oh yeah, my dad thinks it's hilarious.
That's why your daddy's banned from Bed Bath & Beyond.
My dad thinks it's hilarious. My mom just like, it's just another thing I've said that made her uncomfortable. That's
Like,
really
oh, Leah, don't
like,
say that.
Leah's saying weird shit again.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty much how it is.
Right on. If you can't get a rise out of your parents, you're not doing a good job. So.
Yo, daddy sure does get a rise when he goes to the Macy's home department.
Oh my god.
I was at Macy's yesterday.
Perfect segue, bro.
Okay.
Cool.
And what happened? Cool, man. What happened at Macy's?
Bought a couple shirts.
Were they on
I
sale?
thought you were gonna give us
yeah.
like the synopsis of the new Batman movie.
No, they were on sale.
Cool.
I got a dress shirt. It was blue for $15.
That's not bad.
Marked down from $40.
You still don't need to be that close to that mic.
Sorry.
Did you guys see the Lego Batman movie?
I actually did.
That was so good. It was so freaking good
Did
because you
not.
said Batman. I highly recommend you guys. I should stop plugging movies and start plugging my own shit.
Yeah, I don't know what you're doing.
Yeah, no, but I don't sell like Herbalife shakes or anything, so I don't have much to fucking plug.
Are you guys performing anytime soon?
We are.
We are.
Together?
Excuse you.
Together?
Well, we're booked on the same show.
What show?
Seminole. The Seminole Theater.
Yes. We have a couple things coming up. Next Tuesday, which is the 19th, I believe, I'm doing a show at night at the 33rd Wine Street Bar in Fort Lauderdale. And then, Leah, what do you have coming up?
I'm going to be doing an art walk show in January. It's not this month. The one show that I am doing this month is at a rehab, so people can't...
We can't make this up. This is South Florida comedy.
Yeah, the guy was like, hey, will you come do my show? It's at a rehab. I'm like, are they going to let me out?
You
What
guys
do you
do
mean?
rehab shows a lot?
I do not.
This is my first.
I've never.
This is my first.
It's not a common theme.
Nope. But he
Where's
was
the
like,
worst place you've done a show, Leah?
Oh, God. Well, one time I got booked, when I first started doing comedy, I got booked on a show at a bar, and the guy was like, I want you to be raunchy, I want you to be dark, I want you to be yourself, just like go out there, give it your all. And I show up, it's like 5 p.m. and everyone's 90.
Yes.
And so I go up there and I'm talking about like having a sweaty vagina, and everyone's like, I hate this person. I fucking hate this girl. It was the worst. That was like the worst I think I've ever bombed.
Yeah, the people in South Florida who go to shows are very, very old conservative people who can't hear. I feel like they think it's like recreation night. I don't know. It's bad.
They go to comedy shows and they can't hear? Why are all these old people going to shows?
I don't know. And they always sit up front. And I'll be like, okay, who you from here? And they'll be like, what? What? I'm like, okay, never mind. Moving on. One time I asked the guy right to his face, I was like, so, are you from Fort Lauderdale? Yeah. I was like, no, remember he just didn't want to like play along or whatever. He's like, no, I was like, who's from out of town? And I like pointed to him. He's like, I live here, damn it. I'm like, all right, man. That was cool.
Is there a sign languaging comedian? There better be.
There was that girl during the hurricane and she was going
Who pretended
like,
to be
yeah.
pretended to be.
That sounded like when she got up on the news and like she just came up there and started doing fake sign language and nobody thought to ask like who this person
She
is.
was doing like Madonna's voguing, like
Wait, where?
In
on the
Tampa.
news.
Tampa,
It was
yeah.
on the news. She was doing like flight traffic controlling, like I don't know, or the scene from Tommy Boy where he's trying to buckle the seatbelt. She's just doing that. Yeah.
Speaking of that, let's go to the news.
Ba ba ba.
All right, so a woman says she can't imagine pole dancing with anyone other than her dad. This happened in Gloucestershire, England. Talk about a swinging good time, right, guys?
I'm just kidding.
So what? That's ridiculous. But what would be like one thing that would be on that level of doing something with your dad? That's totally one thing that
In
you
our
could have never.
family portrait, we look pretty happy. Let's play. That's a Pink song. No.
No.
About her abused childhood.
No.
Oh, I know
No.
that.
Okay.
I think I know
Are
it.
you serious? You don't know that?
No.
What? It's funny.
It's called Family Portrait
By Pink.
by Pink.
Yeah, that's really fucked up.
One thing that
I
you
feel
could
like-
never imagine doing with your dad,
Pole
and like
dancing.
play it off like it's pole dancing. Play it off like it's acceptable.
There's a lot of things.
Bonding.
I mean, they are bonding.
No, I think he says he could never imagine bonding with his dad. It's pretty
I
sad.
was just kidding.
Aww.
He loves his
I
dad.
love him.
Would you pole dance with him?
Yes.
Aww.
That's good.
Who wouldn't you pole dance with?
Nobody.
You pole dance with everybody?
With everybody.
Yeah.
That's accepting.
Who's
of you.
on your top, like, 2 that you really want to pole dance with?
My dad
Okay.
and this guy.
Queen
Dave
Latifah.
Roberts.
This guy, Queen Latifah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's nice. That's like a new Whitney Houston song. I want to pole dance with somebody.
A new Whitney Houston song.
Yeah, so I don't know. One thing that I would
You really want to sing it?
I do. Let's do it.
Let's do it.
I want to pole dance with somebody. I want to pole dance with somebody.
pole dance with somebody.
With
My
Pole
daddy,
me.
with my daddy. This is disgusting. I really hope we don't get the police called on us. So anyway,
I don't know. I would do everything with my dad except for that. Just because we both can't pole dance, but I'm sitting here trying to think, what would be one weird thing that would be really weird with my dad, but we always do really weird things together.
like what? Can you go into detail?
There's a video that went on MTV's Ridiculousness with
Oh yeah.
me and my dad. I was fishing and I was pulling in a fish and he pantsed me, and I never missed a beat. I didn't even flinch and reeled in the fish. And they had a segment about like the most fucked up pantsings. So my dad fucking boom, balls and dick and ass out completely, and I never stopped reeling it in. And it cuts to my dad be like, "No, I'm sorry," and that was the video. So we do weird shit together all the time.
Yeah,
is what I'm trying to say.
that's my boy.
Yeah.
Aw, that's so nice.
What's should we move on?
Yeah.
Next story?
Leah, do you want to
Sure.
add anything about your parents?
Absolutely not.
All right, and we're moving on.
I think she said enough with the sheet fucking.
Yep, we've covered it.
Or sheep fucking. I'm not sure what she said.
With a T, sheet. There was no sheep. This isn't Dolly.
We have to do the
Remember
news.
when they cloned the sheep in 1996?
Yeah.
That was fun. Where were you when they cloned the sheep in 1996?
Oh man, you're talking about a haze days from now. But I
Weren't
mean,
you like 7?
yeah.
Okay. Oh, you're real hazed at 7.
So you were 3, and you remember.
Yeah, that
Okay.
they cloned the sheep.
I remember the sheep.
I remember when the Challenger
Oh,
blew
I-
up too.
There was like when I was doing it, or when I
Boning
was
sheep?
doing it, when I was
Okay.
boning sheep.
Okay.
No, I remember the sheep. I don't remember exactly what I was doing, but I do remember the sheep. They were like 2-headed, like split at the seams.
Were they Dolly?
I don't think I remember hearing about it.
Oh, you know
till
what that
I was
is?
older.
I have a visual from I went to some carnival in Del Rey.
Oh, okay.
And they
This is
had
not
a-
from your childhood.
Yeah, they had like a freak show section, and they had like a fake stuffed Siamese sheep. So these are 2 separate instances, and I just crossed them together.
Okay. All right.
You thought that was the
Just
sheep?
like the DNA of the twin sheep.
That'd be
No.
cool to see a
They
Anyone?
got crossed together.
Anyway, so we got to do the fucking news. So
All
we
right.
got 2 more stories, but the next news comes to us from a piece of paper right here. It says YouTube idiot cemented his head inside of a microwave. If you guys want to see that.
My Friday night, basically summed up in one.
Firefighters have expressed their anger at having to spend an hour rescuing a YouTube prankster who got his friends to cement his head into a microwave. The 22-year-old, believed to be Jimmy Swingler, one half of TGF Bro, a group of friends mixed 7 bags of polyphila. That sounds like one of the Wu-Tang members. Before they poured it around his head, which was protected by a plastic bag inside the appliance. Okay, so somebody cemented a fucking
sounds
microwave to their head.
terrible.
What a bunch of morons. You can't find anything better to do than putting the stupid microwave on your friend's head. I'm sick of it.
I'm just tired of these kids.
Man, you're giving Jimmy Fallon a run for his money right there.
Why? Wait, what does that mean?
You're great.
Did you ever see The Office when Michael Scott shoved his head into the cement?
No.
No.
Oh my god, do you guys not watch TV?
No.
What?
Yes.
Okay, that's cool.
No, I like The Office.
But you didn't see the one where Michael Scott literally put his head in cement?
I haven't seen all of them, no. I've seen a lot of them,
God.
like flicking through,
Flicking. What?
surfing the TV.
Surfing the TV. Okay.
No,
Alright.
I actually like the British version of The Office a little
God,
better.
You're one of those.
I know.
I don't get British humor.
Then you definitely don't get us, because
First of all,
these
okay.
these are fake. No, these are
British.
yeah, these are fake accents we use. We're actually from Gloucestershire, England.
That sounds like something my doctor told me to be careful of.
Gloucestershire.
Yeah, you don't want it to get too high.
Nice.
Leah, do you have anything about cement that you should add to this?
No, I just feel like that would be something that you would like see on 1,000 Ways to Die, and you're like, no one's stupid enough to do that.
Oh,
And
people are very.
Yeah.
It doesn't surprise me now how stupid people can be.
Well, they definitely could have died, but they were smart enough to put a breathing tube in there.
Oh.
But the breathing tube closed up because of the
Okay.
cement.
All right,
So he was
well,
there was just
natural selection.
enough
Yep.
air to keep him alive.
Oh god, this story's creepy. Oh god.
Next.
All right. The next one is about an Iranian teen who undergoes 50 surgeries and drops to 40 kilograms, which would be how much?
Oh, let me take out my kilogram calculator.
Yeah, I don't
really
know.
thin. Really, really thin.
In a catastrophic bid to look like Angelina Jolie, we'll probably put an image up right over there.
Is that real?
Yes.
Yeah,
yes,
it
yes,
is.
it is.
God damn, it's sad. It is sad. I don't know. Nobody should ever have to look like Angelina
It's sad,
Jolie.
but it's worth it.
yeah.
Yeah, I mean, hey, if she's happy with it, that's what I was thinking. Like, people are really upset, but hey, if she's happy,
She
can
looks
look
great.
Whatever.
She does. I'd hit that.
Okay, well.
Talk about Tomb Raider. Am I right? Because she looks like
She looks just like Tomb Raider.
Okay.
I don't know. I never seen the movie either. Fuck, I didn't hear the Pink song, I didn't hear the movie, and I didn't watch the Office episode.
Yeah, you.
I'm fucking slipping.
God, you are. Yeah, but you know about this Iranian teen.
Only because we have to do we have to have some sort of continuity and structure, and the only thing that keeps the shows together is we do
The news show.
the news, 3 news stories.
I mean, Leah, what's your opinion on this?
I think that the doctors, whoever did that to that girl, should get their.
But that's
license
what she
taken
wanted to
away.
look like, though. Like, she loves
She
the way
brought in
she
that
looks.
picture of like a mummy and was like, "Make me look like this." No, she wanted to look like Angelina Jolie, and they
No, I think
butchered
she's
her.
really happy looking like
She
that,
looks
though.
more like Billy Bob Thornton.
Oh my
or
god, she does.
Eliza Thornberry.
What? That
you-
bitch with the
Wild
red ass hair.
Thornberry.
Yeah.
You remember that?
I remember that. She doesn't look like Eliza Thornberry. She looks like Coralina.
So if you had if you had
Coraline.
to if you had to have 50 surgeries to look like somebody, who would it be and why?
Oh, ooh, wow. Damn, who would it be and who is hot? Who is hot? Is it weird to say that I really would just want to look like a better version of me? There's like, cause
No,
like,
that is great.
yeah,
That means
like,
you love
I,
yourself.
I really do. I don't mind the way I look. Like, yeah, there are some things I would improve on, but there's no celebrity that I look like that I look at and I'm like, oh, I want to look like you. Like, I don't know. God don't make mistakes.
God damn.
And I'm an atheist.
All right. All right.
Leah,
what about
who
you,
would you
Leah?
want to look like?
Scarlett Johansson.
I'll ask the
I'm
questions
so,
here.
don't you ever fucking nudge me. Sorry.
Yeah, no,
Sorry.
Scarlett Johansson. I think that she's gorgeous. I'm not going to take the
She
higher
is.
road and say myself. Scarlett Johansson.
She
Really?
just fucking totally shit on you.
Yep, I
You
did.
can't even see her.
Yeah, what the
Yeah,
hell?
she did
Oh, you
fucking
shit on me earlier, so we're all taking turns.
Jesse,
shit.
Who would I try to look like?
if you
Yeah.
no, not try. Like you
You
had
got
to,
to.
you had to have 50 surgeries to look like somebody. Who would it be and why?
Man, I don't know. Like, I don't really want to look like any celebrities either.
Yeah, right?
Pick one.
Not celebrity,
Um,
somebody you know. And we'll put up a picture of them.
That's even weirder. Imagine, like, you just, like,
My
walk in-
dad.
Yeah.
I want to look like like Liberace.
Nice.
You could just get a
Nice.
wig. You don't have to do surgery.
Get some
I already look
gold
like him?
suits. Yeah.
Yeah.
Ted Danson.
Ooh, yeah.
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 He's
Ted Danson now or Ted Danson when he was on Cheers?
like now, because he's got gray
Just
hair and he
very
looks
distinguished.
he looks distinguished.
Do you watch The Good Place on NBC?
No.
Okay, are you watching the season of Curb Your Enthusiasm?
I started it, yeah.
Okay.
I don't have HBO, but like I love that show.
So you just watched, like, through your neighbor's
I saw
window?
like no, I went to like my parents for Thanksgiving and we started the first episode, but it was so loud. But it looked awesome.
You never want to watch that shit loud.
Yeah.
No, it was so my family's really loud.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you meant the show. I want to
Maybe
look
like
like
Eddie
me,
Murphy.
but with a better chin. So
Your
one
chin,
surgery.
your chin is like covered already. Though.
I know, that's why it's covered.
Oh,
if I shaved it, I look like a fucking monkey, like suffocating.
Oh.
Yeah. It's bad.
So we all like ourselves. And then there's Scarlett Johansson. Really? Scarlett Johansson?
You don't think she's beautiful? She's gorgeous.
Yeah, I don't know what your deal is.
I just went along with the assignment.
Yeah, you did. That's
So-
true. That's true. That's
Good
true.
student.
That's true.
Yep.
Fucking
Cool.
teacher's pet snitching on people already.
Yeah,
Once again.
motherfucker. Oh, was that to me?
Yeah.
Oh, whatever. I don't give a fuck. They deserve to be snitched on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is that really how you? Is that your stance on like bad kids?
It is. It is her stance. Let
Oh
me
my-
tell you first.
Is
and foremost.
it? No, I don't
Yes.
tell him that.
You are a narc.
Not anymore, though. But, well, if, like, someone tries to, like, do me wrong, yeah, I'm gonna
Sounds
plant
like a
drugs
Pink
on them.
song to me.
If someone tries to do me wrong, I'm gonna plant drugs on them.
I'm gonna plant drugs
I'm
on
gonna
them.
plant drugs on them.
Yeah. Nailed
And I'm
it.
gonna slash your tires.
That is definitely a Pink song. You should hit her up and see if you can ghostwrite.
Yeah, should I just email her pink@pink.com?
Be like, yo, Pink, what's up, son?
Hey, can we talk about one thing in politics?
Yeah.
Remember that guy that, like, killed that intern that he was sleeping with? I feel
Wait.
like we don't talk about that enough as a society.
David Letterman.
No, his name was Gary Condit. Remember that?
I don't
No.
know that.
You don't know, guys know what I'm talking about? It happened right before 9/11, so the media really covered it, and then 9/11 happened, and so it just kind of fell to the back.
I don't know. It sounds made up.
I saw.
What?
I saw
Google it, bitch.
one of the senators. Was it from Texas? Recently, was like
Probably.
he,
Larry the Cable Guy?
he was in like a hotel room with a 17-year-old boy.
I saw that. That
yeah,
was,
and the cops came to his door.
I think Alabama, some
No,
redneck
it's-
state.
Man, social media, you can't do anything fun anymore.
I know, right?
Did you ever do the all-female comedy night at Stash?
No.
Not the all-female one, but I've
Oh
done
yeah,
shows
me
at
and Leah were
Stash.
both not invited to that. That was a good time.
Oh,
Why?
we weren't? I didn't even know that was a thing.
It was.
Oh.
No.
I guess
not
we
that.
weren't invited to that.
Yeah, but did you see it?
Yeah, I went to one there.
What'd you think?
It was pretty good.
Was there anything, like, jokes that stood out to you?
My friend Taylor Cohen. Did,
Oh, she does
stand-up
stand-up?
there.
She's funny as shit. I didn't know
Yeah.
she was doing stand-up, though. I just laugh at her Facebook
And she
post.
was good. She did good. And
Can you pull her up on Facebook?
yeah, I'll show you later.
Okay.
I don't know if she
Shout
did
out to
stand up.
Taylor.
I don't know if she did stand up again since then, but
Cool.
Cool.
Jesse's gonna do stand-up soon.
Jesse, can you hit us with one of your jokes?
Yeah, let's hear it.
I like salt and vinegar chips because they taste like my dog's balls.
Womp womp womp. Okay.
No, that was fucking great, okay? Don't shit on his jokes, guys.
I forgot it's British humor.
There's this commercial for Hidden Valley Ranch dressing, and instead of an ice cream man, they have these kids with vegetables, and the ranch dressing man is putting ranch dressing all over their vegetables, and the narrator's voice goes, "There's a place in Hidden Valley where kids don't only eat their vegetables; it's their favorite part of the meal." And it's like that's just because they're covering them with ranch dressing. Like I would suck
Okay.
I would suck a dick if it was drowning in ranch dressing.
See, that's what I thought you were gonna joke about, because like ranch and putting it on vegetable. I thought you were making some kind of weird dick joke.
I was.
just hungry.
Yeah. Really? Okay.
Yeah.
Do you guys like ranch?
Duh.
Yeah, me too. But do you like blue cheese?
No.
I like
On wings.
blue
Really?
cheese better than ranch.
I like blue
Me
cheese
too,
on
I think
wings.
now. Me too.
Have you ever had a salad and you bit into like a blue cheese crumble?
I love it.
and
yeah.
it tastes like a piece of shit is in your teeth. Like you're literally chewing on a piece of shit.
No.
Okay, things that I don't like on food. Okay, I don't like blue cheese on food. Don't like cilantro on food.
You don't like cilantro?
No, it tastes like soap to me.
Yeah, I think that's just in certain people, I guess.
Yeah, it tastes like soap.
I love it. I can drink
I don't-
salsa with fresh cilantro. in it.
Really? I don't
like
mind it. I don't like love it.
Ugh. Maybe like raw tomatoes are fucking nasty.
I hate raw tomatoes. That's the only food I don't like.
Leah,
I
what about
love
you?
I don't like tomatoes either.
I hate them.
I have we have these orange or yellow tomatoes, and we just eat them whole, like unripened tomatoes.
Man, fucking white people.
I know,
Jesus
right?
Christ.
It's fucking crazy.
No, fried green tomatoes are good if you guys... You have to fry a tomato for me to eat it, and fried green tomatoes are really good.
Yeah, I can kind of do that, I guess. I just don't like tomatoes.
I would never. I hate tomatoes.
Yeah.
I'm committed to my hatred
Oh,
for
well,
them.
Tyler
the
eats them
only
like
one.
apples, so...
I'm the only one.
What foods do you not like, Tyler?
I'm not a huge fan of ham.
What?
I don't
know.
like ham either.
Ham
I
or
like bacon
hand?
now.
What? Hand?
Hammond.
No, for real, you really don't like ham?
No, I had like a traumatizing experience with it, so I just leave it out.
What do you mean?
Like I had shitty fucking ham. The first time I ate ham, it was bad. Like fucking rotten.
But just ham, not like
Oh.
other types of pork, right?
No, because I hunt wild boar.
But what is the ham? The thigh?
The ham is the ass.
So you won't eat it?
I won't eat the ass.
The only ass you won't eat.
No, that's not true. I won't eat any ass.
Yeah, no, the first time
Unless it's covered in hair, I'll eat it.
Really?
Oh my god, that's disgusting, Tyler.
Do you like a hairy
I sound like Larry the
asshole?
Cable Guy.
Do you like a hairy asshole? Do we don't have to talk
No, I hate a hairy asshole.
Okay.
What about yours?
My asshole is very hairy.
So you
But I don't
like
have
a
to
hairy-
look at it, so it doesn't bother me. You know what I mean?
Have you ever hooked up with someone who had a
Wait,
really
have you
hairy
ever-
asshole? Okay.
Have you ever looked at your own asshole?
Yes.
What's that like? That's gotta be a weird
It's
first...
definitely an eye-opener.
But I'm bummed.
Brown eye. No, I don't know. Fucking, it was gross. The only reason I did it, and this is so weird that, because I have a terrible memory, but like when somebody sparks something, like I can visually put myself in the place where it happened. And the reason I looked at my own asshole, because I walked into the bathroom one time and my brother was looking at his own asshole. And I thought that was something that
It
you're
was
supposed
more
to do.
family bonding, right?
Yeah. Sorry, Ryan.
I think that's hilarious.
Wait, why was he looking at his asshole?
My brother, I'm pretty sure, has the hairiest asshole on the face of the earth, and I think he was plucking his asshole hairs one by one with his fingers.
Was he on the counter?
All right. Wow,
No.
he's flexible.
I'm not sure. It was a pretty low mirror.
You'd have to be like on the counter.
I think he was on the fucking kitchen sink.
Oh god,
I'm
in the kitchen.
I'm kidding.
Did he like wink at you and you winked back? You know how like
No.
Wait. Hold on. So you saw him trimming his asshole, and you're like, I gotta look at mine.
Yes.
How old were you?
He's my big brother. Fucking. I needed to figure things out. I was 13, 14, I guess the first time I really looked at my ass.
Like inside?
Not inside. I just checked to see if I had hair in my ass because I saw my brother's hairy
Well,
ass.
wouldn't you be able to
Yeah.
feel back like
I
your
didn't
butt
want to
cheeks?
see if. Yeah.
Yeah.
I just wanted to
Okay.
see how much asshole.
I didn't. My friend had butthole hair, and he like showed me it when we were young.
Oh my god.
And like it was right at an age where like I had no hair anywhere else, and like
Besides your asshole.
well, if I did, I wouldn't want to like find out. Like I just keep that a secret from myself.
Okay.
Well, on the brighter note, I made my brother, visually suffer just as much as I did because he made me look at my own asshole hair, but I made him look at my first jizz. Because I
No,
didn't.
you didn't.
No,
No,
I
you
swear,
didn't.
this is what happened.
Oh my God.
I was humping like a pillow and shit, and then I ended up coming or
Did you know what
jizzing.
it was? Like,
No.
what you were
So
doing?
here's
Oh.
what happened. I tried to recreate the first time it was like a wet dream, and I was like, okay, now what the fuck just came out of me? So I recreated it by humping that same pillow I was humping at night, and what I did was I jizzed into a styrofoam bowl, and then I brought it to my brother, and I was like,
Okay. All right.
I go,
hold on.
So much for Christmas gifts.
I go, what the fuck is this, bro? And he's like, what the fuck?
Wait, hold on. How did you know that if you humped the couch, that you would jizz?
No, because I woke up and there was jizz all over the thing, and my dream was I was humping my pillow. So I was like, okay, so
Maybe if I humped the couch
dude,
in real
the
life.
first 4 years of jerking off for me was fucking my pillow. So like,
God, remind me to never take a nap here.
yeah, well, this was
How old were you?
the first time I jizzed was like 13.
You didn't know like what it was?
No, if you met my brother, you would know why. He wasn't like telling me like, "Yo, this is what happens when you fucking go through puberty." So I asked him, and he said, "Get the fuck away from me! You fucking bring me a bowl of jizz."
What the fuck?
So yeah,
Jesus Christ.
so he had it worse, is what I'm trying to say. I saw his butthole hair. He saw my jizz.
Wait, what was the end of that scenario?
This is so much.
18 years later, The end of what?
Did you
Jerking
ask
off
your
with a
mom
pillow?
what the
Did you clean
stuff
out
was?
the bowl?
No, I.
Did it make all the sponges
Wait,
sticky?
so you brought a bowl to the couch? You're like, I better collect this.
Yes.
So I can,
I gotta save this for later.
so I can ask what it is.
I knew I was.
You're like,
I knew what I was doing was weird enough to not do it in front of my brother. So I figured, like, let me
Wait,
figure
the
out what's
living
coming
room
out.
couch?
No, I fucked my pillow and I brought it to my brother. He was
God,
like,
oh God, oh God.
he was around.
So when you were having a wet dream, you were still doing the pillow?
No, the first time I jizzed.
Oh my God, it was a dream. It was a dream.
It was a
like,
wet
I wish
dream.
this podcast was just a dream I'm having.
So
what did I do
anyways,
in life to end up here?
yeah.
Men are weird.
I know, I wish
'cause,
I would have
my
known
sisters-
back
yeah,
then
my
what I
sisters
know
weren't really
now.
with that.
Yeah, so you know what I'm saying, right?
I never shared any of that stuff with my sisters, any of that. Did you, Leah?
Absolutely
Well, Leah's
not.
the oldest, I'm the youngest, so...
Absolutely not. I
Yeah,
did
no,
not.
girls don't talk about... Do they?
No.
It's funny because me and Leah both have very prude sisters, which is very funny. So, like, if someone got, like, a period or something, they, like, kept it to themselves, right? I'm guessing, in your family?
Yeah, my sister found my vibrator one time
Okay,
and
okay.
still brings it up to this day.
Damn.
And it's been like 15
What's
years.
this? Just dropped it
It was
on
like
you?
the thing. Like, it was a thing that everyone talked about. I couldn't imagine if, like, she
How old
walked
were
in on me
you?
looking at my butthole.
What?
What?
How old were you when she found it?
Like 15?
You had one at 15?
Bitch, I was living my best life.
God, I guess. I was never a sexual person, so I cannot relate to any of these people. So
Well, I don't think
that's
Tyler-
fun. So that's really fun.
I don't think Tyler looked at his butthole for a sexual reason.
Dude, no, you're just inquisitive.
curiosity.
Yeah, just.
But
to,
you
like,
definitely humped your pillow for a sexual
Yes.
reason.
Yeah, no.
So we're not letting you off the hook.
The issue was I kept doing it until I was like, I don't even know how old. Like, definitely into high school. I'm just kidding. I don't
Is
know.
that why you had to go to military
I did it. I
school?
did it for definitely a few years, but my mom kind of figured out what was going on because I would take my pillow in a briefcase. I would take a pillow and a briefcase into the bathroom. But
What the fuck is wrong with you?
well, my mom's a G because the cool thing is she never said anything about it until I was 18 and we were having a graduation party.
Hey, mom, gotta go to the bathroom.
No.
It looks like you're going on a business
I stopped
trip.
that a while before that when I figured out you have to jack off with a metal keychain. So I stopped doing the.
What?
I'm just
Wait,
fucking
what?
with you. So no, but she told me she never said anything about it, and then on my 18th birthday / graduation party thing, she was like pretty drunk, and she's like, "Did you not know that I knew you were bringing a briefcase full of porn and your pillow into the bathroom? What did you think I thought? You were having a business meeting in the fucking bathroom every time?" And I totally forgot about the briefcase, and she ended up showing me the briefcase filled with Playboys that her ex-boyfriend gave me.
Oh my god.
Yeah, so I would take my briefcase and my pillow and I would go handle the business until I figured out you can jerk off with your hand. So there's why my brother never told me anything about anything. I figured out jerking off the hard
But you
way.
never watched
Good
like,
for you.
porn or something?
No, and when I started jerking off, you didn't have like porn at your leisure. It was like paper,
Yeah,
Playboy.
okay, yeah, that's true.
Shit, the first time we got AOL, trust me, I was looking up Pamela Anderson pictures and all that.
Pamela Anderson.
Actually, me and my buddy AJ thought it was a great idea to print out naked celebrity pictures and print them out on black and white paper.
He made his own.
I made my own porn magazine and I started selling that shit at school. And it was black and white copies of AOL pictures of Pamela Anderson, Carmen Electra.
How old were you when you were doing that?
Like 14. No, less than that.
Did you
12,
Did you get in
13?
trouble for that?
Yeah, my mom found them.
And then,
I actually used to hide it in that PV amp, actually in the back of the amp.
did she tell the school?
No, but she was fucking super pissed. And
I'm fucking pissed too because in elementary school I would hang out by the local middle school because it was across the street from me. And one time me and my innocent sister were just walking and we see this folded up piece of paper and we opened it and it was a black and white picture of a guy naked.
Wait,
And I
where
feel
was
like
this? That was
by
probably
Olsen
one
Middle
of
School. It was
Tyler's
by Olsen-
publications.
Yeah, I feel like it
damn
fucking
right,
was.
we were hustling, yo. That shit was everywhere.
So wait, Wait, so you
in
would
the
sell?
streets.
You would sell these like?
We never
AOL
got to the
pictures?
selling point. We made one copy, and I brought it to school, and then I showed... Dude, so many people looked at it that when I brought it home, it was like this wet, crumpled up piece of paper. I'm serious. Not from, like, jizz or anything, but just from, like, passing it around. So I got it into school one day just to, like, show everybody, like, yo, I can make you a copy of this. It costs this much money. And the day that I brought it home, after all that shenanigans during school, my mom found it and, like, beat me with a fucking high-heeled shoe, I think.
Oh my god.
One of those things.
God, you were a smart kid though.
But anyways, we need to wrap this shit up. So here's what we do. Every episode we wrap it up. Oh, let's wrap it up with this. Let's change it up since we have guests. Wrap it up with one good thing about your life lately. Let's land it on a positive note.
You guys can go.
Um,
Pass.
well, everything's really nice in my life right now.
Oh God.
So,
But specifically.
my newest haircut is like working out pretty good, and the weird thing is you'd probably think like, why would I want my hair to look like this, but I do. And to me, it's a haircut that I really like, and when you go to different people and they cut your hair and it looks different,
It's
you don't
good
like
hair.
it. So
It's a haircut I can believe
It's like
in.
a
So,
lifestyle.
it's kind of like when you find like some shoes that match your personality really well.
Wasn't that basically Trump's inauguration speech?
Yes, it was. Aww.
Oh, politics. So do you want me to give you some more time? I'll skip you here because you have
No,
to say something positive.
Okay, I'm going to Universal Studios with Leah tomorrow.
Sick.
This will probably end our friendship collectively.
Why?
We thought that about New Orleans.
We
I
still
want to
haven't
go to
looked-
Universal Studios.
Come, we'll let you ride in the trunk.
Seriously, we've been talking about going for a long time. We haven't yet. Son of a bitch.
We went together to Universal before.
Yeah, and then my brother got lost.
Oh God.
For hours.
Oh my God, how'd you guys find him?
He just
The
showed
guy
up.
just
one-
showed up. Yeah.
It was good though. We made some prank phone calls from the hotel room. I remember that.
That's perfect for Nancy.
My brother's prank phone calls were the most hilarious because they were so awful. The first one he called, he was like, "Hey, is this Hal?" And they're like, "No." He's like, "Okay, bye." I was like,
That's
dude.
what we're gonna do. That's what we're gonna do.
One positive thing for me is we got a fucking Roomba.
Is that why you wanted to bring this up?
Yeah, because I just wanted to
You have
show
dogs,
off.
right?
Yes.
So what happens is if the dogs ever shit on the floor, the Roomba will pick it up and spread the shit all over the floor.
My dog has never shit inside once.
Well, if your dogs ever do shit,
4 years of non.
What if you shit inside? It'll pick up the shit and spread it all over.
Oh, actually, I pissed inside the other night. I slept walk and pissed in the corner of my room.
You did?
Yeah.
You make me feel good about myself.
Oh,
That is one positive thing of
You
my life.
you have not heard the half. I think that's why Jesse hangs around with me. He's like, wow, I feel great.
Fuck. Leah, you better be on like cloud 9 right now.
Yeah,
I hope
I
you
feel
feel
great.
good.
No, the best thing that's been happening to me is I've been traveling a lot. Doing a lot of traveling.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Nice.
But you don't have a Roomba.
I think traveling should be a requirement for education because
Yes.
you learn the most when you go and travel and see
Other
that the world
cultures.
is goddamn different than
Yeah.
what your backyard looks like.
Yeah.
But
Agreed.
on that note, thank you guys so much for listening to our second podcast. They try to keep us off the air, but we did it
Yeah.
anyways,
Who's
motherfucker.
they?
We're
Who's
back.
they?
The
I don't know, I'm
government.
making it
Okay,
They,
okay. I was like, are we not allowed to do this?
Yeah, no, you're okay.
they
we-
won't let us
was
say what
worried.
we want to say, but you can't keep the truth away from the people for as long as you want to, just to cover up whatever nastiness you're trying. I promised I wouldn't get political.
This sounds like
the
Alex Jones, like conspiracy theory.
So we want to definitely give special thanks to our special guest,
Thank you guys so much.
stand-up comedians Nancy and Leah. Way to go, guys. And we'll leave you with this. Bye.
Can I sing?
Yeah.
What do you want me to sing?
Sing us
Something
out.
from Pink.
No, we've sung.
Whitney
Like with
Houston.
The Titanic.
No. How about Dionne Warwick's "That's What Friends Are For"?
I guess
Yes.
that's what you wanted to sing for sure.
Yes. Okay,
All
play
right,
me
sing
out.
us out.
Boop-ba-doop, 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 boop, 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 boop. off. That's what